In episode 6, the fear that sooner or later somebody was going to call them out on the fact that Grayson doesn't step out into daylight really comes to a head.
In all the months Grayson has lived in London, he has yet to attend a single event in daylight. I know a way to flush out the beast, once and for all.
So there's been a lot of pressure on Lady Jane to prove Grayson isn't Dracula, that he is, just as she has been saying, a talented entrepreneur.
She's kind of gotten very close to him, staked her whole reputation, and all of a sudden he falls under suspicion from Browning.
I understand your concerns, Mr. Browning, I do. And I can assure you, as your head huntsman, I would have noticed if the man were Nosferatu.
Her wisdom as chief huntsman has been questioned. Has she also personally allowed a vampire to sleep with her? What does that say about her?
No sign of Mr. Grayson. How unfortunate for you.
And so they stage a board meeting in the solarium in the middle of the day, in broad daylight, with the sun blistering through the glass panels.
Send my regrets.
As chairman, you must attend or risk a proxy vote, which will remove you as head of the company.
Down, Van Helsing! Now I lose my company or burn.
They have no choice. Time is now working against them. If Grayson doesn't step into the sun, years of hard work and planning are going to be cast aside.
Are you sure you still want to do this, sir?
If I don't do this, Renfield, all our efforts will have been in vain.
He's putting everything on the line. It's dangerous. He's trying this stuff out for the first time. It could very well not work. And we see what happens when it doesn't work.
Well, it's the moment of truth. The first time injecting the serum, it also could mess him up, right? And that would be that for the whole series. Would be a short series.
Yeah, this is the day that Dracula conquers the sun. And, he proves conclusively that he can't be a vampire.
One of the scenes that I think is so wonderful in this episode is the sort of reveal by Lucy that Lucy loves Mina Murray.
I've always loved you, Mina. Lucy, I didn't realize it till now, but I now know that I always have.
Lady Jane decides that she's going to teach this young girl the tricks of being a woman, because Lucy Westerner plainly has all these lesbian tendencies that she doesn't quite understand. And what Lady Jane does is she says, this is perfectly normal. Feel it, live it, tell her, which causes chaos. And Lady Jane begins on her course of manipulation of Lucy that ends up in nobody winning. Because if you make a plan out of badness, all you're making is a little bit more evil. But it was fun to shoot.
The triptych is something he's been searching for since he was revived.
You found it?
Yes, sir. The Dresden triptych.
Everything's been stolen and sacked and sold from their house, and you don't care about most of it, but there's that one thing.
Seems that for 12 years, Grayson has employed agents all over the globe in search of this triptych.
So he's been turning the world upside down to try to find it, and he finally does, and has an opportunity to acquire it.
Those of you who were able to watch the webisodes got a sneak peek of the triptych that was revealed this time around. In episodes to come, you're going to discover what was in that triptych, something that's going to have huge ramifications for many of the characters in the series.